are officially 2 weeks out from our photo shoot. My photo shoot, one of two. Is this your fifth photo shoot?
Yeah, fifth one.
Yeah, so we're getting stuck in now, but we're going to do the weekly checkup. Hello everyone, welcome back to Mr. Strong, Mr. Tickle. You know which one is which? Go away with that.
Mr. Sleepy this morning, he was late.
I forgot my tripod, please excuse me. But yes, I'm Mark Hayes.
Emma Quinlan.
And we have another guest this week, Dec Fogarty, the man, the myth, the legend. Here, a client of Emmett's for a long-term client.
Long time. 2019, and it's 2026 now, do the maths.
Yeah, so we're going to just crack on anyways with our weekly check-in, let you know how we're getting on in the build-up to our photo shoot. But the reason that we have this lovely guest here is because you've done a photo shoot before.
Back in 2021?
Yeah, 2021, yeah.
How did you find it?
It was good. It was tough. I found 2 weeks that you're out now was the toughest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
agreed.
Toughest for me. Up to that, I thought it was alright.
Yeah.
Very plain sailing.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I'm feeling it the most now this week. It's been tough and like that, you know, calories are down now again and they're the lowest they've been since I done my last shoot, which is 5 years ago. So
what are you down to?
1800 even. So, do you know, like that, it's still 4 meals, it's still a grand amount of food, but I just can't wait to have more of it. And we've said this multiple times, when calories do go back up, I'll be having the same foods that I'm eating now predominantly, but I'll just be having more of them and I'll have a little bit more leeway for enjoyable stuff as well. So, not that my meals aren't enjoyable, but the good stuff.
Yeah. I like that. I was actually talking to a client during the week who is dieting for summer, but he was not even struggling, but he was nearly getting impatient, I would say, more than anything, because the scales is kind of stagnating a little bit. I know I'm going down a bit of a rabbit hole here, but the main thing that I was saying to him was, when the calories do go low, making sure that your meals are still as enjoyable as possible.
100%.
Because if I like to say on the taste scale, if it's anything less than a 6 out of 10, you're not going to stick to it long term. So try to make your meals tasty by maybe adding in certain fruits or veg that you actually enjoy eating, rather than just horsing it down for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Now granted, when you are on the lower calories, there are going to be prisoner style meals, like a bowl of yogurt, bit of jam, and that's your lunch.
Like I put up in my story last night, I was having my mince, rice, peppers, green beans and broccoli. It's still a nice meal, but like, you know, we could think of nicer meals to be having, but that's just the joys of it at this stage.
I had turkey mince and dry toast for breakfast.
Oh.
You're doing the photo shoot in 2 weeks' time as well.
That was my breakfast leading into
Oh,
it.
stop.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the same as well in terms of my adjustments on this week, because we're officially into the crunch time now, 2 weeks out. I had a slight drop as well, so I'm actually down to 1,925 and 1,250 calories of cardio a week, which is up from 800. Which is something, to be honest, I was kind of slacking on. I was barely getting the 800 the last couple of weeks, but just with 2 weeks out, time to get the finger out, so making sure I'm getting that done. And how I'm doing my cardio, I think I mentioned in last week's check-in, but I'm just doing the sit-down bike or the bike erg, because I'm sitting on my arse, I'm not getting any more.
Because you won't buy a walking pad.
Keeping things traditional over here.
Fair stubborn.
I won't be getting one. I wish I had one now though.
The joys of having one is I've no structured cardio. Do you know, I've no actually set X amount of calories. I'm just hitting a high step count.
Yep.
It's grand.
So there's many ways to skin
exactly.
So
different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but that's the one thing, because a lot of people coming to me that probably are in the office or teachers, let's say, they're quite sedentary throughout the day. It can be very difficult for them. If I was to just throw out 15,000 steps to somebody who's sitting at a 9-to-5 office desk all day, they'll tell me to fuck off.
Yeah, you have to be practical.
Yeah, and if you have kids at home and stuff, if you have a family, that's going to be very difficult. So by having little things in place like that, for me, what I'm doing is 10-15 minutes of cardio on the bike after each session, typically, or else on a rest day, I'll now go to the gym, get an extra 30-40 minutes on the bike. Throw up a Netflix, throw up YouTube, Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge,
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 nudge.
get onto the YouTube. That's where everything's at.
Dec waits till he's in work to watch.
Yeah, so little things like that. It's nice to have the differences there. Whereas you're just doing steps, you're quite active throughout the week with the walking pad. So yeah, it's just nice to see the
different side of it. Yeah, 100%.
For sure. But yeah,
how's training been this week?
So training, especially lower body, has been quite wank if I'm honest. I'm just starting to feel the effects now. But we need to be realistic with our expectations right now because we're not going to be chasing PBs. People, especially when they're maybe you're only 1-2 years in the gym, you expect every session to be hitting a PB, maybe extra reps or maybe just
extra load on the bar.
Load on the bar. That's great when you're in those phases, but not every phase is going to look like that.
No.
For a lot of people, if you're able to just maintain for the 6 to 10 weeks, that would be a huge win for someone. Like, for example, you were struggling with injury at the moment, and for you, just being able to maintain a certain amount of training per week is probably a huge win to you right now.
Yeah, I actually got caught with that doing the shoot. That very thing.
Trying to lift too heavy.
Again, take with myself. You pulled me aside, It was only then it dawned on me, geez, I'm actually losing weight here.
Exactly.
You know?
Weight moves weight. You know the old saying, mass moves mass, and when you're dropping weight, you can't expect to keep moving the same.
That was tough. It's tough to get around it.
Yeah.
But that's once it clicked, then we were good.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean at the same time that it's all doom and gloom for us either.
No.
We need to be somewhat clever with our nutrition. So one thing I'm prioritising is just making sure I'm getting carbs before 60 minutes before my sessions. So if I'm training first thing in the morning, I'll probably have one slice of toast, banana and honey. That will keep me going for that session. Give me the best opportunity. That and hydration, of course.
Absolutely. And trying to prioritise your sleep as well. And like that, just as you come in this morning, I was having my breakfast. Try and eat a meal and go
nice breakfast I might add.
making the perfect omelette again.
Better than the turkey.
But like that, I'm going out to train nice and full, so I'm giving myself every opportunity. Tried my best to get a good night's sleep last night, up nice and early, 500 ml of water, taking my supplements, getting as many boxes ticked as we possibly can to ensure that we do have as good a session as possible. But again, being realistic with the expectations, looking at the logbook from last week and just thinking, well, if I can match this now, I'm going well. And if I do take a little progression anywhere, happy days.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, it's only for you 2 more weeks, for me 4 more weeks of this phase. After that then, when we start eating more food, when we start getting into the calorie surplus once again, where we're actually consuming more energy than we're expending, then you're basically giving your body the green light to start pushing the intensity in the gym again.
Exactly, and I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to spend all the summer doing, up until September basically.
Yeah, so getting as big and strong as possible.
Yup, I know, Dec's thinking, can we get any bigger?
Our heads, that is.
Oh, it's a tough day.
For sure. But yeah, besides that now...
The skin prep, we can't go without talking about the skin prep.
Oh, go on, tell me.
Yeah, so we're 2 weeks out. We've our tan booked. I was in the chemist yesterday. We were chatting about this out in the gym.
Well.
And I went in looking for moisturiser and an exfoliating mitt. Talk about your masculinity just going... And the woman came over to help me because I hadn't a clue where to look or what I was looking for. And she was like, "Oh, do you want the cream or the lotion?" And I was like, I think she wants the lotion," pretending that was actually for my wife. And she played along with me anyway. And then I said, "I need an exfoliating mitt as well." And she was like, "Oh," she showed me a couple. She was like, "Which one do you want?" I said, "I haven't got a clue, to be honest. I'll take your recommendation." So she gave me one anyway. And then she looked at me and she said, "Is this for your trial run?" And she said, "Best of luck with it all now." So obviously she must have seen on social media or something that we're prepping for a photo shoot. So she knew well it was for me and not my wife. So yeah, we are exfoliating, shaving our legs, putting on moisturiser, and yeah, that's just the joys of a photo shoot prep when you're 2 weeks out.
Well, I have all that ahead of me because I have never fucking exfoliated or used an exfoliating glove.
Yeah.
I'll use the golf glove at home.
So last week it was about shaving legs. This week it's about exfoliating and moisturising. But yeah,
it's all ahead of us.
It's all ahead of us.
Taking it off is the worst.
Yeah, definitely. Davey said that last week.
I have a tip from a woman at work.
Well,
dishwasher tablet.
No way. In a bath?
What do you do with the
I
dishwasher?
just washed it down in the shower.
Stop.
Just rubbed it all, yeah.
Huh?
Showered up, gone.
There you go now.
Stop.
Exclusive for the YouTube. Dishwasher tablet when you're getting tan off. We'll give it a try and report back.
Half again, yeah.
Right? You learn something new every day.
Not bad for your skin or nothing, no.
I didn't worry about it. I needed to tan off.
The worst things to be worried about, I suppose.
Yeah.
Stop. But yeah, besides that now, it's just a matter of trucking on.
Yeah.
Because the best thing about this is knowing that we do have that end date coming up.
100%. And like this day, 2 weeks at this time will be almost an hour into it. It's at 11 o'clock Friday, the 19th of June. So this day, 2 weeks will be knee deep.
Yep, absolutely.
Heavy pausing.
Heavy pausing. Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you haven't been practicing in the
Too
mirror.
right, I've been practicing in the mirror.
Imagine.
The lad wondering why I'm taking half an hour to shower every day. And I in there like this.
Well, look, I'll be honest, because this is my first time doing any of this and getting this lean, it is a good feeling. Like, catching yourself,
absolutely, yeah.
seeing veins popping out where they normally wouldn't,
Yeah.
seeing your abs.
Seeing new little lines, new little details coming in.
Yeah, it is a cool feeling.
It is very
and
cool.
just knowing that I'm going to be able to maintain it over the summer is going to be fairly sick.
Yeah.
And it's just leading on to, as we said, just better pumps in the gym, getting stronger on top of that, adding more tissue. Like, once you get the diet phase out of the way, first that big hard diet, which the first one usually is,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
it is very fun. So
100%.
that's going to be even
Just
more
make
exciting.
Training very enjoyable when that does come around.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
But that's pretty much it with this week's check-in.
I think so. There's nothing really else to report, is there?
No, everything's fairly straight and narrow now between now and next week. But next week's it'll be very interesting because I have another big social event coming up this weekend that I will be definitely talking about.
And we'll be discussing peak week.
And we'll have to discuss peak week as well. So if you do have any questions on that, make sure to get them in before we record, which will be next week. So make sure to like, share, subscribe to the video and to the channel. All is very much appreciated. And before we let you go, Dec, thank you very much for joining us in this.
Thanks for joining us, Dec.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much for tuning in.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Catch you in the next one. Peace out.